LeBron James and the Lakers looking to right their wrongs before it's too late this season. They're in the ATL taking on Trae Young and the Hawks. First quarter, Young in Atlanta, relentless in their approach on LeBron's Lakers. No Anthony Davis in this one, by the way, dealing with a hip injury. So you got a lot of LeBron. Not his greatest game, but he found Taurean Prince inside. Then on the other end, it's Capella with the easy deuce. And the three is good from the corner from Saddiq Bey. Just like that, Atlanta's already in the driver's seat. Second quarter, LeBron looking to find somebody to replace AD. He finds Christian Wood on that possession. Easy throw down, beautiful cut. And then on the other end, Jalen Johnson, who had himself a game, throws down an alley. LeBron bulldozing his way down the lane. He had 29 and 8 in this one. Trae Young was better than that. Ice Trae nailed his first 6 3-pointers. Didn't miss one into the fourth quarter, which helped the Hawks get a 17-point lead in the third. It's Young again. This all a part of his 26 points and 13 dimes. Not to mention Bogey joined the party. He nails the three. And if some is good, more is better. It's Young again. You can tell the Hawks were pumped up. The Lakers were in town. It's always a spectacle. I was actually at this game. Trust and believe. LeBron had that energy in the building, and the Hawks took it from there. DeJounte, may I have this dance? Murray had 24. And then how about the young fella, Johnson? Goes 19 points and 11 boards. That will work as the Hawks rout the Lakers. Your final 138-122. If you are like me and love flexing your NBA knowledge, you should head over to the best place to play fantasy sports. That's Underdog Fantasy. For me, I love the pick'em game. It's super simple to play too. All you gotta do is go to the Underdog Fantasy website or app, pick whether a player will have a higher or lower stat line for that game, get all your picks right, and you can win up to 20 times your money. And when you sign up, if you use my code Pharaoh, your deposit will get doubled. You can't beat that. Again, head over to today's sponsor, Underdog Fantasy's website or app, use my code Pharaoh, and your first deposit will get doubled. So I was actually at this Lakers-Hawks game, and I'm not saying that to gloat, because if I'm being honest with you, this game was actually a mess for me behind the scenes. I had a lot going on with bringing my mother-in-law to this game. It was a mess, but I don't even want to talk about that. What I wanted to say was, I brought up me being at the game was I got a chance to look at the body language of these Lakers, which is some of the things you see on camera, some of it you do not. And the one thing I like about going to live games is you don't miss anything, especially if you find a way to kind of sit in the middle of the court. You don't miss anything. You don't miss body language. You don't miss those conversations or lack thereof. And when I watched LeBron James and the Lakers, when they were in Atlanta, taking on the Hawks, I really believe LeBron only got out there and played because there were so many celebrities in the building. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, if you've never been to Atlanta, Georgia, spent significant time in Atlanta, Georgia, there's absolutely nothing like it on the face of this earth. It's just nothing like it. I can't even explain it. Front row was filled with guys that I think LeBron's got good relations with. I know he's cool with 2 Chainz, Quavo, Boosie was on the front row, but there were a lot of celebrities. Like, I'm just naming a few that I knew in my space, right? There were a lot of celebrities. My wife was there as well. She was telling me about all these different people from Love and Hip Hop and all, whatever the shows are. I don't know. I don't follow that stuff, but there were a lot of celebrities in the house for this game. And I think LeBron wanted to give it a go for friends of his more than anything else. With Anthony Davis out of the lineup, the Lakers had already played against the Houston Rockets, got blown out. And then obviously they had the big time double OT win in San Francisco against the Warriors over the previous weekend. LeBron should have been tied, if I'm being honest with you and candid with you. So the conversation continues. Will the Lakers make a move at the deadline? Ironically, Lakers losing to the Hawks, we have heard a lot about these two teams specifically potentially eyeing a move with one another that would surround around DeJounte Murray and D'Angelo Russell. I've told you guys in previous videos, I don't even know who's better between the two guys. Obviously, I think DeJounte is revered around the league as a better talent than D'Lo today, but D'Lo's more accomplished. He's more established. D'Lo, to me, is a really good fit alongside LeBron and Anthony Davis when given opportunities. DeJounte, I could see a world where he's not as good a fit around LeBron and AD. if LeBron doesn't come off the basketball. See, we only look at these things in paper. Like, I don't think anybody out there thought Russell Westbrook would be a good fit with the Lakers. Here's my thing. I knew out the gate D'Angelo Russell would be a great fit with the Lakers. They got to the Western Conference Finals last year. DeJounte Murray is somewhere in between Westbrook and D'Lo for me, which leaves me a little lost about how would he fit. If LeBron's going to give it up to DeJounte and allow him to be the lead ball handler, then you may have something there, but we don't have any evidence of LeBron wanting to do that at this point in his career or ever, which gets me to my next point from what I saw being at the game live, which I've saw this obviously on TV for 21 years now. LeBron James' athleticism, to me, is still vastly understated when we're talking about this man's career. I bet you over the years, LeBron's athleticism has made you question everything you thought you knew about the game of basketball. For example, is LeBron the greatest scorer that you've ever seen naturally? To me, no. I would say it would be Mike. The numbers are going to support that it was LeBron. Is LeBron the greatest clutch player that you've ever seen? To me, no. I would say it was Kobe. The numbers are going to support LeBron. Is LeBron the greatest shooter you've ever seen? He's not Steph, but the numbers are going to say that in his 30s, LeBron was a better shooter than what Klay Thompson was in his 30s. Go look it up. Is LeBron James the greatest passer you've ever seen? He's actually very incredible, but not the greatest. To me, the numbers are going to say LeBron was a better passer than Chris Paul and Magic Johnson. Go look it up. This dude's athleticism has literally forced him in the GOAT conversation. His athleticism has created the longevity. He's in the GOAT conversation by many because he's taken such great care of his body. We've never seen anything like this. And it gets me back to the Lakers. When the Lakers see LeBron James on the court, it's just too damn tempting to put him on the basketball. When you're looking at the other four guys on the court any single given night, you're like, man, give the damn ball to LeBron James every possession. You could justify it. But the reality is he's a 39-year-old man, but his body looks every bit of 29-year-old LeBron James. So it's confusing the mind. I don't know how LeBron wants to play out the back end of his career, how the Lakers want to play it out with LeBron. I don't know if LeBron even ends his career as a Laker at this point. But wherever LeBron goes, it's going to be the same conversations around trade deadline, the same conversations in the offseason, because he still looks the part, oftentimes plays the part of the 29-year-old version of himself. We don't talk about this man's athleticism enough to me. That what has created all this aura and confusion about GOAT arguments, because it's put LeBron into conversations that he wouldn't be in naturally. That's what I feel about the Lakers. So I have no earthly idea what they should do or not do at the trade deadline. I see LeBron's very mad. I saw him post a cryptic tweet with the hourglass and that the time is fleeing. We'll see what the Lakers do at the trade deadline here. I don't know. I do not know, y'all. It's I don't know. I have no earthly idea what the Lakers do at the trade deadline coming up here soon. I would say I don't think trading D'Angelo Russell is the answer. You know, and again, LeBron's going to have to make a decision. Does he want to be on the ball for the remainder of his career or not? And what I mean by that is, if not, then is he more of a $25 million player versus the $50 million that he's making right now? Is he more of a guy that takes 16 shots a game, 14 shots a game versus what he's getting right now? Like, there will have to be a significant change in LeBron's mentality. But if you ever listen to LeBron talk about himself, he said he wants to play basketball as long as his mind is fresh. I wonder if you take LeBron off the ball, if you bring his usage rate down so much, would his mind stay fresh? Would he be good just being the second or third best player? He always teases he wants more talent, but I believe LeBron wants to be actively a part of the more talent. Time Love and supporters with your boy would never take for granted. What should the Lakers do at this trade deadline as LeBron has put as often as we do this, it is that time of the year where LeBron voices his frustrations with the Lakers and whatever team he's on, whether it be the Cavs, the Heat, we're at that point in the year where he says, yo, it's subliminal tweet tribe. LeBron says the clock is ticking on something. Is the clock ticking on Darvin Ham? Is the clock ticking on some of these Lakers? Is the clock ticking on LeBron? I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing.
Why build theirs when I believe I can build my own?
You've already done it, or I wouldn't be here.
I'm already the only elite sports and music journalist in the game today. My goal is simple, to be the best there's ever been. So, please don't go. Make sure you subscribe and follow the journey. It truly means everything to me. I tell stories. I talk music. I cover sports. I am culture. I am Pharaoh.